Well, welcome back from a little bit of break there. We're 2 outs into the top of the first. The Mustangs wrapped up the first game. Sorry about the glitch on power. Just created a way that it'll never happen again. But Mustangs took the first game 11-0. And I think it pushed their string of unearned runs, games where they haven't allowed an earned run, to 6. Pitching's been phenomenal this year. This is the third batter of the second game. Ryan Williams is on the hill for the Mustangs. He has a 2-ball count here with 2 outs in the top of the first. Behind the dish, catching looks like Sammy Kelly back there. This is not the third batter because we just had a steal of third base. So this must be the 4-hole hitter. Good jump that time. I think we got a 3-0 count. Got a good jump on Ryan Williams on the hill. It's one of those situations where he kind of forgot about the guy at second base. First baseman this game is Dason Hill. Second baseman looks like Peyton Tatum. Brent Lee's at shortstop. Luke Bajaj is out there at third base. And there's a strike right down Peachtree. Or I guess since I'm in Grapevine, I should say Main Street. Right down Main Street. 3 balls and 1 strike now. 2 outs. Rhino rocks and deals, and there's a hard hit ball. It's going to be in the hole. The string of innings with an unearned run has been broken. Lake Dallas pushes one across here on the top of the first to take a 1-0 lead in the 9th grade freshman nightcap. Back pick gets him at first base for the 3rd out. We're going to roll on to the bottom of the first. Your score, Lake Dallas 1. We've got some great lighting conditions here now. Mustangs coming to bat. All right, we've got the bottom of the first now. Mustangs coming to hit. Lake Dallas pushes across a run to take the lead, 1-0. Mighty Wi-Fi providing our power coverage on the connection to the cloud today. I don't know if they're official sponsors. Let's call Lee Law Firm, helping good people through bad times. Lee Law Firm, helping good people through bad times. Thanks to Chris Lee and Lee Law Firm for being our 9th grade game sponsor this year. Coming up to bat, Speaking of Lee, Brent Lee, the shortstop, number 14 for the Mustangs. First pitch is behind him. So I got to get my board updated here. I'm sorry about that, guys, falling down on the job out there. For those of you watching. Takes downstairs. 2 balls now to Brent Lee. Mustang shortstop. Done a solid job. Just everybody in the lineup. Everybody in the lineup is capable of making a contribution on any given day. And I should not say lineup, I should say roster. Anybody on this 9th grade freshman roster, well, they all have the ability to contribute. I think their maturation cycle is going to be interesting to watch. 3 balls, no strikes to Brent Lee. Stands in there tall. Left-hander from Lake Dallas fires. Ball stays high. The Mustangs have a runner here. Something cooking with nobody out in the bottom of the first. Brady Lane, the hitter now for the Mustangs. Brady hits one. Going to result in a double play. Tough play. Not much you can do there. I mean, that's one of those situations where the ball was hit exactly where it needed to be to get a double play to the negative of the Mustang, to the detriment of the Mustangs, exactly what I wanted to say. 1 ball, no strikes. Number 9 for the Mustangs, the center fielder, Connor Bell. Throws left and bats left. Going to get a pitch to hit here probably. Amen. One ball, one strike. Third baseman playing way behind the bag over on the left side. Pitcher got a call on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It was an interesting pitch, a little up. Pretty good 2-strike hitter, number 9. Fouls one back. One ball, 2 strikes. Ball must have been outside. Tough to take. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A lot of discipline on that one. I believe the pitcher's going to come after him here. Three balls, 2 strikes now on the Mustang center fielder. And there's a rip. It's going to be in the gap. It's going to be down. Going to be at least 2 for Bell. Looks like maybe 3 if he turns it on. Triple in the gap for Connor Bell. Now that's a swing. He kept his hands inside and stayed with the pitch. Ball's up. Well, I guess I got to reset my count. So Bell gets a 2-out triple in the gap in left center. Ryan Williams looking for some 2-out magic to drive him in. Ball stays high. 2 balls, no strikes. Oh, yeah. See if you can get the bag in there, too. Three balls to Ryan. Decision now for Coach Mooney. You give your 4-hole hitter the green light with 3-0. 2 outs, runner on third base. He's hotter than a firecracker. Might be something you do. Rhino digs in. Takes ball 4. Mustangs, runners on first and third now. Peyton Tatum, number 26, been very good at getting the barrel of the bat on the ball this year. Keeping his hands inside, driving it right up the middle. This is a spot where the Mustangs might run a play here on an early break from 34. And the Lake Dallas coach figured out what the play was that they were going to run. He's going to call timeout and tell them what to do. Coaches are communicating. They're running through some signals, and we'll see exactly what we got here in a moment. Bell's going to tie the ball game up on a throwing error by the catcher, and that's what happens when you put pressure on the defense. Ryan ends up at third base. Mustangs tie this thing up. Let me get the at-bat correct. That's Peyton Tatum is batting right now. There's a rip by Tatum. Get down, ball. Tatum with a good swing. He put a swing on it now. Good job. Got the barrel on it. Heavy night. But he laced it pretty well. Listen, Mustangs, pick up a run to tie this thing up. We go to the top of the second. Your score, Lake Dallas 1, Grapevine 1. Feed. Lake Dallas coming up now, number 5 batting now.
It's on auto gain, so I'm giving you all she's got.
Yeah, okay. Well,
There's not much sound.
yeah.
It's quiet. I mean, you can bump it on your end if you want, but it's really quiet right now.
There's a strikeout for Mr. 34 on the hill. First out of the inning. Strike called.
See where the meters are? Yeah. Yours should be matching at least these.
Nope, I'm not getting that. My signal.
They should be equal.
We've got 1 ball, 1 strike. The board says 1-0, but I think the first pitch was a called strike. So we got 1-1 now. Ryan deals, and it's another strike. Swinging or called, whichever one you want to say. 34 is in control right now, though. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 34 rocks and fires, and Rhino throws a strike right down the gut. Must have missed off black somewhere. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Called strike. Sammy catches the ball, throws it down to Bajaj, around to Brent Lee, over to Peyton Tatum, back to Bajaj, so he can get it back to Ryan Williams and they can do it again. Number 4, the hitter for the Lake Dallas freshman team now. The Falcons freshman opened the game by scoring a run in the first inning. Grapevine answered with a run, led by Connor Bell triple to left center. A walk by Ryan Williams, and then I guess really an error by the Lake Dallas catcher on a throw down to third. I'm sure he would probably say that's what it was. But no balls and 2 strikes here. Ryan Williams, he's dealing on the hill. And number 4 makes contact. It looked like that was a bit of the off-speed pitch, really. And he was out in front of it with the cut. 2 strikes now. Ryan Williams, been the game 2 starter all year long. 34 rocks and fires. Right down the gut. That'll be strike 3. Mustangs continue their incredible pitching and defensive run. Hold the Falcons to no runs and no hits. We're headed to the bottom of the first. Your score, Grapevine Mustangs freshman 1. Lake Dallas freshman 1. Sammy Kelly leading off for the Mustangs. No, it isn't. That's Luke Bajaj. Luke Bajaj batting now for the Mustangs. And he drills his base hit to left field. Bajaj stays hot. Number 8 torches it right into the hole between the shortstop and third baseman. Bajaj is going to steal second base.
About that.
1 ball, no strike now on the Mustangs catcher for game 2. Sammy Kelly batting. It's going to be a bunt situation, I think, for the Mustangs. He squares around. Bajaj is going to be down at third, though, on a ball in the dirt. Mustangs get a break. 2 balls, no strikes on Sammy Kelly. Got a little pop in his back. Kelly is one of those guys that need a big-time hit. He delivered a grand slam in the championship game out at Highland Park Invitational earlier this year. Ball in the dirt. Three balls, no strikes. It's probably a take situation for Sammy here. Coach looking for an opportunity to get him to first base so he can steal the base maybe. And he's going to be at first base. So you got Kelly at first, Bajaj at third, Dason Hill hitting. Dason Hill, before this game's over, he's probably going to be in there. Throwing some pitches. Sammy takes off on first move. A take by Dason. And they don't throw it down. So in a 1-1 game, I think that's probably a stolen base. Guy got a great jump. Sammy got a great jump. Second and third, called strike on Dason. See how the Mustangs play this. Objective is to get ahead. Dason can swing a bat. He's going to bunt. It's going to be a safety squeeze. Great bunt. That wasn't a safety squeeze. Bajaj was running, and the Mustangs are going to score 2 runs. That's a play that they run. Dason is going to end up with 2 RBIs on an infield sacrifice.
Graphic. Can't see his number.
Kubo, your hitter now. Pitcher, first base, and catcher. Actually, I think you may be playing outfield. Kubo fouls the first one back. Lifts his leg to keep from getting hit on that one. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Mustangs executed that play flawlessly. That's basically a suicide squeeze where the guy from second base rounds third and keeps going. Dason laid the bunt down perfectly and just did exactly what you're supposed to do. These guys are fun to watch. The plays that the coaches ask them to run and execute, they do it like they've been running the play for several years. Good things in store. 2 balls and 1 strike now. JoJo Kubo up. Joe can drive it to the wall. There's a strike. Wasn't the pitch he was looking for. That's why they give you 3 strikes. You don't have to hit the first 2. You can wait and find your pitch. Gonna be a tough play. You're out at first base.
We got 14 up now.
Lee pops out to the right fielder, but not before the Mustangs do some damage here at the Corral and Grapevine. They add 2 runs to the board, and we'll go to the top of the 3rd. Your score: Grapevine Mustangs freshman 3, Lake Dallas 1. Okay, Lake Dallas. For Lake Dallas, it looks like, what is this, number 16 coming up? Is that the number you got, Tim?
18 or 16.
18 or 16?
18.
18, number 18 hitting for the freshman. Ground ball hit back up the middle. Lee's going to have to get rid of it here. He throws a gun shot over to first. Dason stretches out, makes the catch, and makes the play. Mustangs flashing the leather. Rusty Greer would be proud of him. Left-hander number 11 steps in for the Falcons. First pitch is called strike. First pitch strike percentage has been phenomenal for the Grapevine Mustang pitchers. There's a square around a bunt, and he offered right through the pitch. 2 strikes. Ryan just went back and threw gas by the guy. And the Mustangs keep the ball on the outside of the line that time. Throw it down to first for the second out of the inning. Jason comes off, slings it to Brent Lee, who throws it to Tatum, around to Bajaj, and back to Ryan Wims so he can do it again. This is number 23 batting now for the Falcons. First pitch called strike. Second pitch is called strike. I believe you're going to get a back knee slider or breaker pitch here on the inside corner. And there it was. And I'll tell you what, number 23 did a good job with his hands and making contact with that pitch. One, two's your count. Excuse me, 0-2. Strike three. Blew it by him, number 34 on his game. He's found the slot. Mustangs hold it to no runs, no hits. We're headed to the bottom of the third. Your score, Grapevine Mustangs 9th. 3, Lake Dallas 0. Oh, you're hot, aren't you? Yours? No. Yeah. Okay, so the Mustangs now look like who is this coming up? Is that let's see who we got batting here. I don't know. I think it might be Bajaj again. Or Schreier. Boy, whoever it is, they kept their hands inside and took a good swing on it. Ball's over their head. That's Brady Lane. It's not anybody that I thought it was. That's Brady Lane. Number 19, Bell tripled his last time up. Connor Bell. A bunt situation here. Nine steps in there. They pulled the infield up. The pitcher throws to second base. They've got the third baseman playing way up on the cut. If Brady gets a jump, he might be able to steal third base. That could be what coach is saying. If Connor bunts, he needs to bunt to first. And that's what's going to happen. Coach takes advantage of the fact that they were overshifted, and Lane steals third base. So Bell has a chance for another RBI here. For an RBI, drive in a run. Put a good swing on something, CB. Mustangs pick up the 4th run. Unconventional. No bunts. 2 balls, 1 strike. Going to be a pitch to hit here, I think. Stays up and away. 3-1. Connor can sit on something and look for the ability to put a good swing on a pitch. Infield is backed up now. The outfield is back. And there's a rip right there. And just like that, Bell makes it to third base. I think that'll be a I think it's going to end up being a single. Nope, they're going to give him a triple in the book. All right, so 2 triples for Bell tonight. Not bad. Still have nobody out. Nice job of hitting. Number 34, the catcher, steps in there now, Ryan Williams. Williams takes an inside-out swing, trying to go to the oppo to get Connor home. Just a totally unselfish approach. It's amazing, these guys, they play for each other. 1 strike. Pitch stayed up, but stayed low enough to get the call from the umpire. Connor Bell broke out of that. Somehow Bell was able to avoid the tag over there. Reasonable job by the center fielder for the Mustangs, and Coach Webster raises his hat to acknowledge good job on the bases. Number 26, Peyton Tatum at the dish now, hitting for the Mustangs. Same thing, same scenario. Runner at third base, less than 2 outs. Find something to put a good swing on and drive in that run, Peyton. Ryan Williams thinks he can beat the pitcher there, and he does. And that time, Williams just made up his mind, and he beat the pitcher, who had about 55 feet to run after he finished his motion. Williams probably had a little bit more than that coming from third base, but once he made up his mind, the pitcher was starting from a dead stop. 2 balls, no strikes. No runners on. Mustangs have 6 now. Called strike on 3-0 pitch. I'm sure if you asked Tatum, he'd like to be up there taking a hack anyway. Should get a pitch to hit here on 3-1. Lighting looks good on your camera. Tim, I'm not sure about the fixed angle.
It's getting a little darker, but hopefully it'll survive.
Yeah. 3-2. Tatum looking to battle here. Tatum heads to first with a walk. Luke Bajaj, number 8, coming to bat. This is a salty bunch. Tatum with a good lead at first base. Pitcher comes set. Bajaj takes strike 1. And once again, that's what happens. That's why you get 3 of them. You don't have to hit every single strike that comes your way. You got to be able to put a good swing on it. Tatum draws a throw to first base. Pickoff play. One strike pitch coming to Bajaj. Takes inside for ball 1. Now the Mustangs have jumped all over this. They have a 5-run lead. And they add some more runs to it. They could get out of here with 2 more defensive halves, if that's what they want to do. For sure. One ball, one strike coming up to Bajaj. Tatum with the lead at first base. Bajaj gets one and pops it out there. It's going to be in no man's land and be a base hit. Tatum's going to have to hold up at second. Mustangs have runners on first and second now with nobody out. Good at bat for Luke Bajaj that time. Kept his hands back, got the barrel on it, and just popped it right out in the center field. Sammy Kelly up now with nobody out. Sammy with pretty good speed and a lefty. This might be one of those situations where we see bunt, especially third baseman is all the way back on the cut. Sammy bunts at third base, and nobody was going to throw him out if it stayed fair. That could be one of the toughest plays in baseball. You got runners on first and second. You got a left-hander at the plate. There's a question. He's going to slash, I think, right here. He squared around way too early. Two strikes on him now. So they don't have to guess at what Sammy's doing. That is just a great shot right there by our cameraman, Tim Polster. No balls and 2 strikes. Another good shot of Sammy Kelly at the dish, number 16 for the Mustangs, the catcher tonight in game 2. Wow. Tell you what, the ball must have broken off the plate, but Sammy's up there and he's on it, so he knows what's going down. 16 at the dish, the 2-2 pitch coming. Sammy hits it hard. It's going to get by the first baseman. It's going to be a base hit. One run is going to score. There's another runner that's headed to third base. Kelly with an RBI single. And the second baseman for Lake Dallas comes up with a little bit of a limp. Number 18 over there at second base looks like he's hurt. He laid out. Don't know if he damaged his wrist or what. Kelly's still second base. And they don't make an attempt. Mustangs are running loose on the bases. Pajaj scores. Pajaj scores and makes the score 8-1. There's a shot right there of Sammy Kelly on third base. Talking with Coach Mooney. And there's our high mast camera that hadn't had any lighting adjusted. Dason Hill at the dish taking some cuts. 2 balls, no strikes. Number 27. You look at his last 5 or 6 at bats, and he's gotten the barrel on it every single time. Hits one back into the chemistry lab. Don't know if it made it to the beaker section. Everybody cheers because now they have a baseball to do experiments on. Ball that's hit in the air. It's a high sky though, and shortstop is right under it. Makes the play. JoJo Kubo, your hitter now, number 18 for the Mustangs. And he's going to get a foul ball. Over toward first base. No balls, 1 strike. Coach Webster fields it cleanly and gets it back to the pitcher. And we're rolling on with JoJo. Mustangs have put a bucket full on the board now. Have put 5 on this inning. Let's make that 6. There is action down here in the Lake Dallas bullpen. You got number 4 for the Falcons is warming up. Kubo on the 2-1 pitch. He takes inside for ball 2. Imagine we'll see either Kubo or Dason in a few innings on the hill. Kubo, 2-2 pitch coming. Ball's in the dirt. And Kubo steals first base and will drop third strike. Lake Dallas coach is out talking to the umpire. Trying to say that when Kubo stopped, that he gave up his opportunity to go to first base, I think, but that's not true. UIL rules have changed, and he doesn't have to go straight to first base. They're going to call it a foul ball, I think. I think they blew that call, maybe. Let's see. No, they're going to call it a foul. I think JoJo's okay with it. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Joe hit the dish. guess all the noise we got are cars driving by, right? In the background, not much coming from the baseball field. Well, we took 2 more pitches to get there, but it's the same outcome. Number 18's on first base. And it's going to bring up the top of the order for the Mustangs. It's number 14, Brent Lee. All right, we're going to put some music on while we do a pitching change here for Lake Dallas. Look at those colors. That's pretty beautiful, actually. All right, we got B. Lee at the plate now with 1 out. There's a rip by Brent Lee right there in the gap, left center. Kubo rounds second base. He's going to be at third. Lee just totally destroyed a fastball. Number 4 on the hill for the. That ball's going to be tough. That ball's going to be tough. B. Lee's going to have to get back and get on the ground. Now the batter that has 2 triples to his name tonight. Connor Bell is up. Looks like he's swinging a new bat too. Takes strike 1. Yeah, but I turned it down a bit on the audio mixer. Two strikes now for Bell. Well, bases loaded now for number 34.
I can see it. That looks pretty low. Oh, it's not going to go overblown. Don't want to get in and steal your thunder, huh?
One ball now for Ryan Williams. 3 Mustangs on the bags. Oh, Williams ripped one. That's inside the bag. There's going to be trouble. There's going to be 3 runs that score. Courtesy runner now at second base. Looks like Taiga Takahashi running for Ryan. Now batting for the Mustangs, number 26, Peyton Tatum, the second baseman. Two balls, one strike to the Mustangs second baseman, Taiga Takahashi, one of the runners on the JV 4x100 squad, is on second base. He's got really good speed, and on a base hit with 2 outs, he's going to score. Taiga dives back, pickoff play from the mound. That's a play where if you see daylight, the pitcher turns and throws it. 2 balls, 1 strike. Got 2 outs in the inning. Peyton spreads out in the box, looking for something to put a swing on. Takes ball 3. I'd like to thank our game sponsor for freshman games this year, Lee Law Firm, helping good people through bad times. If you got a question about tax, bankruptcy, or other financial matters, give them a call. That's Lee Law Firm. Tatum takes a walk, and it's going to bring up, I believe this is Bajaj, number 8. Another foul ball back into the chemistry lab. I need to get some sound effects. Glass break sound effects, right? It'll be good. Mighty Wi-Fi is doing a trick for us tonight.
People don't know what that is.
No, it's all right. Go look it up on the, go Google it. Nice modem derivative. I mean, you might call it a
hotspot.
Hotspot. But
Actually,
it's different. It's more of an enterprise
Wi-Fi,
modem.
I think they call it.
There's a rip. That's going to get through. Wow, he's taking good swings tonight. I'll tell you what, number 8 is launching some rockets. A lot of good swings by the Mustangs in game 2. I think this is number 28, Noah Madden at the plate. Swings and puts the ball in play. And Noah hits into a fielder's choice for the 3rd out of the inning. But not before the Mustangs hang 10 on the board. All right, they're playing loud music now. We're going to roll on to the next half. That's a live